Hi, welcome back to my channel. Happy Wednesday. Today, as you can see from the title, I'm going to tell you the only secret to success. I don't know if you're ready for this, but okay. So the only secret to success is hard work. I don't know how else to tell you that. It's literally work. So whatever work means to you, whatever success means to you, it has to equal the work that you're putting into it. So for me, right now, success would be attaining overall health. That's my goal right now. That's not going to always be my goal because this is what I'm focusing on right now. And once I achieve it, I'll want something else. So the only way to get anything that you want is to put in the work. Nobody, nowhere has anything handed to them. So if you're idolizing somebody, whether that's someone that you know, or a celebrity, or a fitness model, or anybody, you name it, they've put in the work. That's why they're there. Maybe a select few, 1% of the population have had things handed to them. But everyone else is in the same boat. No one has anything handed to them. People have things going on in their lives. People struggle. But at the end of the day, what you want is in your hands. What you want is attainable because you are able to do the work to get to where you want to go. So I'm going to read off a few things, notes that I've written here, and I can't see, so I need these. Okay. All right. So the only secret to success is hard work. Another thing to know in this hard work is to appreciate where you are, wherever you are in your journey, in your process, because anything you're doing to do that is progress. It's part of the process. It's part of the journey. Even if it's not where you want to be right now, every step of the journey and every season has its purpose. So yes, right now I don't have full range of motion, let's say, but I will get there. Right now, I don't have $1 million, but I will get there. Right now, I can't, do 10 burpees in a row, but I will get there. You have to put in the work. You have to start somewhere. When they say, crawl, then walk, then run. That's how it goes. That's how it goes with literally everything. If you don't put in the work, you won't see the results. It's as simple as that. So no one is going to do it for you. No one is going to be there to cheer you on 24 hours a day. You have to cheer yourself on. Also, if plan A doesn't work, there are 25 other letters in the alphabet. So it's not over. It's not over if it doesn't work. That just means that didn't work. Anyone who's ever invented anything, scientists, doctors, anyone you think is so amazing and whatever, they started somewhere. They were testing things. Thomas Edison tested the light bulb countless times before he was able to achieve what he did. It didn't happen in one try. And that's something that I learned the very hard way, because every time that something would happen or I try to achieve something and I would fail, I would give up. Completely, 100% give up. I wouldn't even bother reasoning with myself and saying, okay, this didn't work. You can't do that. What else can you do? How else can you get there? Because there's not one way to get something. There's many ways to get something, but there's only one way to have success, and that's with hard work. So I'm not telling you that it's easy, because it's not at all. It's not easy at all. If I could drill that into your head like I drill it into mine. It's not easy. It's not meant to be. Working hard doesn't guarantee success. It doesn't guarantee success, but it improves your chances. If I was laying in my bed right now, wishing and hoping and praying, okay, that might work. Or if I'm up and able to go and use my legs and use my arms and use my brain and use everything that I was given from the day that I was born, my chances might be better than the person laying down and wishing and hoping that she can do something. I don't know about you, but I'm betting on the person that's walking and running and climbing and fighting for their goals versus the person laying down and just hoping and praying and fantasizing about their goals. So, there's a whole thing about that, the whole concept of The Secret and, visualizing and imagining. And that's great. You should visualize, you should imagine, you should see yourself there. But that's not the only thing you need to do. You have to visualize and see it and focus on it, but you have to actually physically do the work. You have to physically do the work while you're imagining it. So daydream and work. Not daydream and lay down, not daydream and wish and hope and just talk about it. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it to your friends. Stop talking about it to your parents, to your loved ones, to your spouse. Do it. And when you do it, they'll see it. They will see you doing the work. They will see you making the improvements. And let me tell you, you'll be so surprised by the people. There are so many people that are rooting for you that you have no idea are rooting for you. When I recorded my first video, one of my friends reached out to me and she offered me her camera equipment. She offered to help me with anything that I wanted, pictures. I mean, literally amazing. Literally, it was the sweetest gesture ever in the moment where I had just recorded my first video and how insecure I felt. Then I have friends that send me recipes now and ideas and things to do and cook and how to do things differently. I have a friend who joined the gym for me, and she didn't join it just for me. It's benefiting her, but she's coming with me. She's showing up. She's meeting me there. These people are showing up. I have a friend who I told her what I eat or don't eat. And she literally, she had me over for dinner and I told her and she didn't even flinch. Literally, she didn't flinch. She didn't judge me. And she cooked literally just exactly what I said that I eat or don't eat. And that's support. I don't know if any of you know that, but that's support. If a parent does that for you without saying anything, that's support, because silently, they know what you're capable of. They know what you've done before, and they know what the potential that you have, but you just haven't achieved it up until now because you haven't allowed yourself to. But they're there. They've always been there supporting you, but you've taken yourself for granted and you've taken your friends for granted, your family for granted, because you just gave up. And when you gave up on yourself, you gave up on your life, you gave up on your friends, you gave up on everybody because you just felt like everybody doesn't care. But mainly, you don't care. You didn't care, and that's why nothing happened. Everyone else is in the background supporting you. A friend of mine this weekend sent me a link to a video, a TED Talk. And I actually messaged him halfway through the video and was amazed by the video. I will try to link that video in the description box below because it was amazing. And I'm gonna, I kind of, whatever the word is for that, like I summarized it for you guys. Let me just pull it up. Okay, so basically in the video, she talks about how to stop screwing yourself over and how to get everything that you want, whatever that may be, a good marriage, a good sex life, achievements in your job, a healthy weight, lose weight. Because you can't tell me that somebody that's overweight is happy or fine or whatever. If you say that you're fine, you're lying to yourself. I'm not fine. I've literally had people tell me that they're fine and they're in a category of being morbidly obese. How are you fine? Your body is fighting against you for you to be better. You were not born to be diseased, and you were not born to live in a body that's not functioning at its highest potential. You weren't born for that. And you weren't born just to wake up, pay bills, die. That's not life. You need to live your life. And the only way to live it is by doing things for yourself. So she says, to do that, to get whatever you want, it's simple but not easy. You have to force yourself out of your head, force yourself past your feelings, force yourself outside your comfort zone. And that's the only way to get out. That is the only way to get out. So stop listening to the people who tell you that you can't. Stop surrounding yourself with negative people, negative environments, negative anything. And if you are around the most positive environment and everyone's telling you can, and you're still not doing it, then you need to reevaluate. You need to reevaluate yourself. You need to do some soul searching and look deep inside you and figure out why you're allowing yourself to live this life that's less than what you want. If you want to live a better life, you have to do it. You have to be an active participant in your life, an active participant in your goals, an active participant in that hard work that it requires to be successful. That's literally the only way to get anywhere. And anything else is just, you know the word. Okay, so what else? Okay. Oh, and then interesting. So I spoke with someone today. I was actually swimming and I was getting ready, got all my stuff together to leave. And I talked to her and she basically told me that all her life she procrastinates. And I said to her, me too, I've done that. And she said, I find that what I have to do is so simple, but I just can't get myself to do it. But I am here today. And that's the first step. You are here today. You're here today, excuse me. You're here today, so you're doing it. You have done it. You literally got to where you needed to go. Or you're in your kitchen, you're cooking something. If you didn't ever know how to cook before, if you didn't even know how to turn on a stove or boil water, guess what? Some of the top chefs in the world didn't know what they were doing either, but they started. So you're able to cook for yourself. You just haven't done it. You're able to work out. You just don't want to, or you haven't done it. So stop making excuses, put in the hard work, be successful, and enjoy your life. Don't just live your life at this level. You can live your life at the highest level. You can achieve anything you want. You can be successful. You can be famous if that's your goal. You can do anything you want. You just have to keep that in your mind that you can do anything you want. And you also can't look at someone who's at the top of their game and compare yourself to that person. That person at the top of their game did the work it requires to be at the top of their game. That's why they're there. And once you're there, you have to keep reaching and reaching and reaching because you just have to keep going. You can't keep going back to the person you were to continue being. You have to leave that life behind because you want this life. You don't want this life. So don't idolize somebody and think that they just got there with magic and fairy dust. They didn't. They got there with hard work. Ask anyone who's successful. Everyone doesn't advertise their trials and tribulations and struggles, but they are there. They are there. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled into thinking that it doesn't require hard work to achieve success. That it doesn't require hard work to lose weight or maintain a diet or be healthy. It requires energy. It requires hard work. It requires patience. It requires a lot of things. But most of all, it requires you to show up literally day in and day out and not make any excuses. And no, you can't have just a little of something. You can't just eat that and say, it's okay tomorrow. Tomorrow is not here. You're here now. How many tomorrows have you let go by? How many little pieces of something have you eaten thinking that you can eat in moderation? If a drug addict or an alcoholic has one drink, they're back where they started. It's the same thing for any problem or addiction that you have. If you allow yourself to go there, you will be back. It is so hard to create a habit, and then it's so hard to uncreate this habit that you've had. So if you're trying to change all those bad habits, and you can only really do them one at a time and focus 100% of your attention on them one at a time, why would you then turn around and go back? After all the work that you put in, after all the hours that you put in, you can't go back because then you're going to be that same person. That's what I mean. You leave, and you know what? Those friends that were there with you with those bad habits, if they're continuously supporting your bad habits, they're not your friend. They're not there for you. When you start achieving what you need to achieve in your life, those friends will be far gone. They will not even show up because they weren't your friends. Surround yourself, and it might be that you have to surround yourself with no one for a while. Or you might be lucky enough to have people that have been there for you your whole life and that are supporting you now in this new life that you have. And honestly, if you have one person like that, you are so blessed because not everyone has that. And you have to surround yourself with how you want to be in the future. Don't let anyone, anything, any place, any person hold you back from who you need to be. Because if you're not happy, nothing else matters. Nothing. You can't help yourself. You can't help anyone if you can't help yourself. And they tell you that they tell you that with so many things. If you're not healthy, you can't care for anyone else. If you're not happy, you can't convince anyone else that you're happy. Like you have to, it starts with you. It all starts with you. It all starts with me. And if I can do that, if I can change my thinking and my perspective, I can change anything. And I can't stop myself if I won't allow myself to go there. I can't go there. I can't go to a dark place because the only thing that's there in a dark place is darkness. And I don't want that for me. I certainly don't want that for you. And honestly, like, I don't know why anyone would want that. I don't know why anyone would want to live less than what they can or achieve less than what they can. Why? Because everyone else is doing it? Because no one's making a change? Because everyone's eating that diet? So what? I don't want to eat that. I don't want to do that. How about that? How about making a statement with your actions and making changes with your actions first and then talking about it? And the people who want you to talk about it before you do it, they're draining your energy. There's so many times I've spent talking about so many things and all the energy was coming out of my mouth talking about it, but the energy wasn't physically helping me achieve anything. So I could talk about anything for 100 hours, but is it going to get anything done? It really won't. And no matter how you fool yourself, it's just not happening. So you attract people by the qualities you display. You keep them by the qualities you possess. So the people that are in my life know what's in me, know what's within me, and they've still stayed in my life. And those who have forgotten me or they've been like passers-by, that's okay too. Every single person in your life serves a purpose, and every single experience serves a purpose because it's supposed to teach you something. Everything in your life is meant to teach you something. You have a purpose. There's a reason you're here, and everything you experience, there's a reason behind it. You can learn from it, or you can be a victim of it. You can be a victim of your circumstances, or you can learn from your circumstances and rise above it. So I hope and I pray for you that you rise above it. You have to do it. You have to literally say, I am going to do it. Set your intention. I will do it. And that's it. Once you set your intention, once you make your decision, you will do it. I will see you Friday. I hope you do it. And I will see you then. See you later. Bye.